And so I have joined the ranks of the clerics. Now Reinhold gave me a couple of tasks. First I have to learn the art of suggestion from Balder, and I'm supposed to accomplish a couple of tasks, one from Balder and one from Martha. I don't know what this is about, but I'm going to find out.
Yes, I remember.
I've been interested in learning this art of suggestion, but I think it's the sort of skill that perhaps I should be very careful about using it. I don't know how much brainwashing it causes or what exactly are the implications. I haven't seen it performed or I haven't seen it myself in action. I'm just concerned that it may even cause harm rather than just good. But we'll see.
It seems you decided to become a cleric.
Yes.
Well, it is good to see new believers in our ranks. I assume Judicator Reinhold sent you to me?
Yes.
Then he must have told you that every acolyte is required to learn the basics of suggestion. And I will teach you, once you are ready to learn. But first you must complete your pilgrimage. That is something required of all new initiates.
Alright. You know what? I want to get the whole belief aspect of this faith out of the way. I want to see what exactly is Kalan about. I mean, I kind of got a sniff of what his teachings are, and that's don't kill, don't steal, and preserve knowledge, and, you know, use technology for the betterment of humanity. And I'm all for that. But anything else that you guys seem to worship him, and that baffles me. I don't get it. Why? I mean, I understand respecting his teachings and following his way, right? Even his way of life, if I could say that. But, you know, just respecting those principles, that's perfectly fine. I think Kalan is great to have imprinted those on you. I'm on board with that. Well, except for the thievery part. I'm a little bit attached to that. But everything else is fine. I just don't understand this belief. Like, why do you need to worship him? Why do you need to say that, you know, the usual religions, the usual religious stuff? I don't understand, so. Fine, I'm going on a pilgrimage to learn more about Kalan. Maybe I get illuminated.
What must I do for this pilgrimage?
It is a trial of dedication. You must visit each of the 4 shrines along the path that traverses Ignadon. And at each one, you will face a test from Kalan. Once you have completed these tests, return here. Then, I and Kalan will find you worthy of the next step in your enlightenment.
Right, that's the part I don't like. Speaking in Kalan's name. I and Kalan will find you worthy. Kalan could be literally an alien from another planet who gave some information to the first prophet, and that's all there is to him. And now you're speaking and interpreting Kalan's words and some shit. I don't know. I feel like I have better things to do, you know? But sure, again, teach me, show me, maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm willing to admit that I am.
Where can I find the shrines I must visit?
The shrines are found along the wayside of the old roads and paths. The first shrine is found directly outside the entrance to Hort. From there, you have to head northwest. You will find the second shrine on the right side of the road. And from there, head south to the 3rd shrine. When you have reached the 3rd of the shrines, you are almost done. You only have to head east in order to complete the circle of your pilgrimage. Good luck.
I think I will actually need that luck. Alright, tell me about suggestion.
Can you train me?
I can try. What would you like to learn?
I'd like to learn suggestion, but of course it's a little bit not possible right now. Hold that thought for a second, please. There we go. That should do it.
Can,
Alright, cool. I saw this possibility where I intuitively, I have the intuition that sometimes I could have used suggestion in conversation, let's say like that. So it's nice to finally know it. Alright. That is that. Oh, I'm not supposed to be back here. Yes, I remember from last
There's
time.
nothing for you here.
Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, so I have my pilgrimage mission. Now I should also speak with Martha. I wonder if I gain access to the archives now. Oh, yes. And I have gained a little bauble trinket here. I seem to have attached it to my belt. Which is this thing, right? I don't know what this strange thing's supposed to do. It has like a couple of different abilities, I guess. I'll test it out in combat and see if it's helpful or not. But anyway, let me go into the archive and get some light about
Be careful
Kalan.
what you do. Alt. State your business. Only officially authorized personnel may enter.
how many times are you going to repeat that?
Until you understand that only authorized personnel may enter.
Get out of the way.
The archives are restricted. Why should I let you enter?
Because I'm a cleric.
Because I'm a cleric, a member of your order.
It seems you are authorized. Please enter, but I beg you, do not disturb the archivists. Remember, silence is a virtue.
Yes, yes. I'm not interested in speaking with anybody.
Another thing about the archives. Is there a copy of Arvid's teachings in the archive?
Of course, all of Arvid's wisdom that remains is stored here.
What is in the book?
His prophecies and principles of life, around which we guide our lives. The greatest portion of Arvid's knowledge is encrypted. Even today, we are struggling to understand it.
Encrypted? In what way?
Some of it is in code, some of it is written as parables. So is open to interpretation. It is for those who concentrate on study to reveal these mysteries to us. As I said, only a few of us can truly understand his words, and so see the wisdom of Kalan.
Okay.
Can I read Arvid's teachings?
You? No.
Why not?
Because only those chosen to study his writings may do so. You have not been chosen.
I think I've heard enough about that.
Good.
What are you studying?
Everything that brings us closer to our goal.
What does that mean?
It means passing Kalan's tests. Kalan only takes those who are pure, and so to preach his words, we must be the purest of all. And knowledge, facts, interpretation, and analysis are the purest form of all devotion. And science is the purest of all the forms of study. It brings clarity to the mind. To achieve purity of the soul, we must understand ourselves. The berserkers and the outlaws will never have the discipline for that. They live in the moment. We have committed ourselves to the future. May Kalan open the infinite skies for us all.
Okay, sure, whatever.
Do you also study the old world?
Of course. If we repeat the mistakes of our ancestors, it could lead to another catastrophe. That is one of the reasons why we only task those with the strongest wills to study. Who knows what corrupting influences these artifacts could have?
Where do you get the material to study?
It takes persistence and luck. We send out our reclamation squads to search old world ruins. First, the selected area has to be pacified. As soon as that is done, we begin salvaging the valuable pieces and bringing them here.
How can I get on a reclamation squad?
You can't. We have specialists for that work. Trust me, you wouldn't want to.
Alright. Finally, it seems like he's going away.
Got it.
I wanted to go for the Elexit. Okay. Well, let's see where I get myself some of those teachings, my hands on those teachings of Kalan.
Got it.
Okay, I'm going to pick them up and I'm also going to read them. Day 65 after the impact. Report water contamination. Several reports about contaminated water. Inspected the water lines in compartments D3 and F2. I don't know what that means. No leak found. Blah blah blah. This contamination must be coming from somewhere. Keep searching. Contamination continues. Search all the pipelines. Almost the entire water system has been affected. The contamination is everywhere, but no one is able to identify what the substance is. Oh, is probably talking something about after the apocalypse, right? So after the comet hit, perhaps, and the Elex contaminating and corrupting everything up around it, perhaps. Oh, yeah, day 72 after the impact, right? After the comet impact. The lab teams seem to have taken ground samples. I assigned the team to design a way to filter this out, whatever it is. As a precaution, we have evacuated the affected living areas. We have tested a successful filtration process, right? So they begin filtering out the Elex corruption. Cool. I mean, that's pretty cool. So I guess that is how the scientists survive. Dude, am I actually stuck here? Okay. Oh, I am. I'm stuck. Okay, never mind. Managed to get out. Oh, a couple of gemstones, but I don't have any good enough equipment to place these gemstones into. So there's that. Joke's on me, I guess, for learning the skill without having the proper weapons to use it. Alright. Botanist's report. I wonder if this is also post-impact. Okay, I don't know what that dismissal list is all about. But right now I want to learn more about what happened. Let's see, Botanist's report. Contamination of samples. Sample I-56 has died. None of the samples have survived long without light. Okay, it's talking about plants, I suppose. Testing is going too slowly. At this pace we'll starve before we find a solution. If only Mr. Gideon were here. He already solved the problem of growing plants in space, but his records are so patchy I can't replicate his work. Well, now my work takes on more importance. The research intended for space, now we needed to survive the post-impact world where the temperatures have plunged and the skies are only darkness. Okay. Day 62 after impact. The plants are mutating at an incredible rate. Right, so that's where all the strange plants and... because I've seen some of those. Whatever is contaminating the water is nothing I have seen before. We must discover the nature of this substance. They were still trying to figure out Elex and how it affects the biology of the planet. Interesting.
Got it.
Alright. Laboratory Director's report. Let's see what this is about. Day 73 after impact, the contamination has been isolated. An added benefit of the filtration process is that we have separated samples for testing. The substance must have come from the comet. But how has it spread so far and so quickly? Right? That is a good question. We are now dealing with the first cases of personnel who have come into contact with contaminated water. We haven't been able yet to unlock the molecular structure of this alien substance. To me, it doesn't seem so far-fetched that Kalan could have been somebody from another planet, right? Trying to prevent or to warn the residents of this planet, of Megalan, of the impact. Simons has made an unbelievable discovery: energy. The substance stores energy and he thinks it can be easily tapped. That means we could have found a power source. And I guess they have. Day 76 after the impact. And the politicians amongst us have already managed to sell it to the people. We have called it Elex. They have withheld its negative effects. I suppose people need good news these days. My entire team is now working on adapting our technology to work with this new power source. If we are lucky, we will have taken a step towards survival. Maybe the impact has brought us some good news after all. If we can master these properties rather than going backwards, we can make technological advances. And I suppose that's what they have managed to do. That's pretty cool. Awesome. Okay. Treatise on Elex. I don't even know what that means. Let's see. A scientific study on the effects of Elex. My research into the climate of the old world has led me to an interesting conclusion. Elex has influenced Megalan's temperature. It has changed our climate. The area we know as Zakor was mild, with a climate similar to that of Abessa before the comet's impact. However, Megalan's temperature has decreased considerably in the last few decades. The ice landscape we now know in Zakor today is therefore still very young. The reason for that has to be Elex. The cooling process has considerably accelerated since the Alps began gathering Elex and concentrating it in Zakor. What else do we not know about Elex? Right, so Elex causes this cooling process, I suppose. Maybe that's why the Alps are, you know, so white. Because they're so cool. An interesting property. Senior physicians report 2. I think maybe I should find the first one so it makes sense of what I'm reading. Worst stories. What is this about? Cleric history book about the war with the Berserkers. Right, so is this when the clerics have created the Alps, maybe? Since our brothers and sisters are always faced by temptation of rumor, allow me to explain once and for all how Eric Eisenfaust defeated our mechs. Right, Eric Eisenfaust was the founder of the Berserkers, right? I stole his sword for Alric, right? His legendary sword. It was at the time that the Berserkers began to improve their powers. They moved to plant their so-called World Hearts not only in Edan, but beyond their borders into Ignadon. Okay. Honestly, I haven't even seen the World Hearts outside of their camp. Also, why was that such a bad thing? If the World Hearts had the property to heal, though I'm not sure how Ignadon is even affected by Elex. I don't know. To counter this incursion, we dispatched units of combat mechs to drive out this incursion. The attack was successful at first, driving out or killing most of their warriors. The mechs then confronted this Eric Eisenfaust, but he did not defeat the mechs with the power of their mana, as the berserkers claim. Instead, it was a common failure of their power supplies. Eisenfaust is not to be celebrated as a hero. That is merely propaganda. Do not believe in the power of magic. It is vastly overstated. I don't know. I'm yet to see berserker magic in action. So the mechs had a common failure of their power supplies. So it wasn't Eric Eisenfaust. Well, did he contribute or did he cause this failure? Or was it actually common and, you know, something that normally happened to mechs? One of the ladies outside is looking into this, isn't she? I think I need to know more about this once I find those broken mechs. But I think those had something to do with their AI targeting or something, not their power supply. Now, look at these people. I wonder who they are. Alright. Senior Physician's Report 1. There we go. Now I know what the first part is. Let's see what this is about. Work report from a senior physician. Day 77 after the impact. The people affected by the contaminated water have begun to develop a range of conditions. I await reports on those conditions. Mutations: white skin, emotionally cold, pain in extremities. We have isolated all cases and we are monitoring their progress. Day 79, first fatality, suicide. Have ordered round-the-clock observation on all of our case subjects. Day 80, different mental issues have now been observed in all the subjects. Most degenerate slowly, only one subject remains clear thinking. Day 81, aggression, uncontrollable strength, several personnel injured. Had to euthanize all but one of the contaminated patients. So some of the people who drank the contaminated water, basically they ingested pure Elex in this water stream and they turned into albs, right? And the first patient who survived was the first alb. And I wonder what happened there. Only subject A5 shows different development, several theories why, but no definitive findings. Ordered autopsy on all of the bodies. Day 82, classified Elex as a highly poisonous substance. Subject A5 agreed to continue testing. Rational thinking not affected. Emotional centers of the brain completely changed. Right, so he remained rational, he wasn't affected, but he became less emotional. I suppose it is a very strange thing for us to comprehend, but maybe it's not such a bad thing. Maybe, I wouldn't know. Again, it's kind of strange to wrap your head around it. Order the use of a highest security level while handling Elex. Autopsies have revealed extensive physical mutations in all affected residents. Alright, so why is the other report...
Got it.
You know, in this person's place? It's not exactly protected. Let's see. Okay. Wait, are we back to day 79? Wasn't I at day 80 something? I was at day 82, so why am I back at 79? Okay, so day 79 after the impact. Maybe this is like something that shouldn't be known. Subject A5 attempted to break out. He was taken back into custody but required efforts of the full security team. So this made the first alb. Well, the first alb was also strong, right? It wasn't just that he lost his emotion. He had logic, and he was also more powerful than, or as powerful as, a full security team. Interesting. Ordered his sedative levels to be doubled. Subject now calm. Assembled research team. We are trying to find out why these mutations arise. There may be something useful in the pronounced levels of rational thinking. Day 134. All right. No useful results. Subject A5 is socially cold. Subject follows logical lines without emotion. The subject places his own preservation as the highest priority. We were not able to moderate the negative effects of Elex. All other test subjects degenerated. Only those few with particularly strong mental qualities developed the same mental aptitude as Subject A5. Project has been shelved. All subjects to be euthanized for security purposes. Yes, but the question is, have they succeeded in euthanizing or killing these first albs? Or perhaps they have managed to escape somehow. And that's how the albs got to be. So it wasn't that the clerics created the first albs. The clerics just observed them, maybe. Right? Maybe it's just the fact that they didn't manage to kill them. Subject A5 and the others who managed to survive. Or maybe, I don't know. Never mind. Not enough evidence. Writings on the calendar year. Okay. The history of Magellan's calendar. A calendar is essential for order in our world. The previous calendar became useless after the comet crashed into our world. After our community recovered from the catastrophe, we worked to create a new, adjusted calendar. Every believer is expected to accept Kalan's wisdom on this matter. Again, highly suspect Kalan is an alien. Each year will now consist of 11 equal months. Our calendar dates will begin on the day of the comet's impact, which is now called Year 0. Alright. I mean, oh! Arvid's teachings, which I am forbidden to take, but yeah. I want to see you trying to stop me. Alright, let me see what this prophet said and what are these teachings exactly. Arvid's teachings. The prophecies and principles for life as dictated by the prophet Arvid. This is a mix of philosophy, technical data, and history. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me right now. Okay. I suppose. There was a time of despair. I had no answers when this seized me. The reason for all these horrors evaded me and I was lost. In this dark hour, I opened myself up to Kalan in a dream. He showed me the way. Right, of course, it had to be in a dream. We are chosen. We will survive the test of history through technology. All we need to do is keep Kalan's commandments and the infinite skies will open up to us. We must purify our souls and become dedicated to our task. It is our holy duty to help bring every lost soul to the path of purity and enlightenment. The comet was sent to punish us. What a load of shite. Yeah. By whom? By Kalan? Kalan warned us of this. He offered salvation. Now, as the world is burning, we must find our way to earn his grace. I learned of his great plan to renew the world, and I am here to help guide those who had the strength to survive the comet that came to change us. Salvation is coming for everyone who passes Kalan's tests. Walk the path, observe all of his commandments, and the infinite skies will welcome you. Right. So it doesn't really say anything extra or anything to explain anything. It just says exactly what I've been told so far. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed by that. What is this forbidden journal? A forbidden text covering now prohibited experiments with Elex, supposed to be restricted to the cleric's archives. Have discovered that our people conducted experiments with Elex in the past. There are isolated texts about it. These must be kept confidential. It's also clear that my research must remain secret. My brothers and sisters would not understand my aims. They are blinded by their belief. I can see that Elex is a very special power. We only use it as an energy source for our machines, but I believe people can also be improved by Elex. Huh. I think I have a couple of Elex potions, right, which increase my experience and attributes. I wonder if this is what it's about. It's just that no one has dared to test the limits of Elex until now. There are records of cases where Elex did not lead to the degeneration of the subject. The research showed degeneration depends on the strength of will. Mental strength determines what Elex does to a person. Right. So I've heard so far. Elex can give a person power if they are strong enough. I believe I am. My experiments are progressing well. I have discovered a dosage that my body can adapt to. I am proceeding very carefully, but I will not have to hide my work much longer. Soon I will leave the world behind to take a new course. My mind is working better than ever since I am not distracted by unnecessary crippling emotion. That's why I said it would be such an interesting thing to observe, to be rid of emotion, because as much as we like that emotion in us and we are rather attracted to it because it makes us vulnerable, it's also detrimental in many ways, right? It's distracting and yeah, it's dramatic. I have already begun letting a few selected people in on my secret. I will only test the strongest of for their suitability. Okay. Sorry. The pale skin has resulted from my work can be difficult. The pale skin that has resulted from my work can be difficult to hide. There are probably people who have noticed this already. As my strength grows, so does the risk. But there is only one logical course now, and that leads to the completion of my work. I wonder if these potions... Right, Elex drink. An all-standard dose of Elex, which can increase my attribute points by 2. I wonder if that would also cause this change in me, where my skin grows white or whatnot. Well, I mean, I suppose so, right? Because previously, before I got rid of Elex, well, when my ship crashed, I was out of it for like a week or something, right? I was unconscious, and allegedly in that time, all the Elex was gone, where it disappeared from my system. That's how I got the color in my cheeks back. So, yeah, a side effect of drinking those Elex potions, I suppose, is that you become more like an elf, right? Cold and without emotions. But I do wonder how many can you take, or how many must you take to reach that point, or... This guy said in his report that the change was gradual over time, and he took small doses of it, so I don't suppose that just drinking one of them is going to affect me that much that quickly, right? Which could also mean if I find more of these potions to increase my attributes, as long as I don't go overboard, it might prove just useful. Anyway, that was a good amount of knowledge I gained there. I have to also speak with Martha, as allegedly she also has a task for me. But in addition to that, hold on, is that a shop? Yes. Hello?
What?
Of course.
Alright, this guy didn't, I remember he didn't have that much useful stuff. Alright. I have to find that person who asked me to look into these teachings. I don't... Oh, there she is. Eva.
I have what you wanted.
Unbelievable. Now, I can finally read Arvid's original text. You really did me a big favor.
Yeah, sure, but I took a quick look at them myself and I was a little bit disappointed that it doesn't say anything. Well, actually, I'm not really disappointed. In a way, I am a little bit relieved because I suppose these guys didn't come up and invent new shit. They pretty much did try to explain Arvid's teachings and Kalan's way without adding anything extra from them, which is a good sign that they haven't been trying to manipulate people much. That I know of, at least. Alright. I don't really require payment because I was curious about it myself.
That will do.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Glad to help.
Oh, yeah. If I find anything interesting in these writings, I will let you know. That's the least I can do for you.
You know what? You should do that because I am very curious if you do find some more. Yeah. Let me know.
Teach me something.
Yeah?
Okay, so she is a charismatic person. I should reserve my points, my skill points
What
for
are
now.
you doing here?
I was thinking of taking a look around, but I see that you're fussy about it. So maybe not. What is this place? Is that her home or?
You know you shouldn't be here, right?
Yes, I probably should have come here before now. Unless you got better things to do. Okay. This could work. Ah.
Did I invite you?
No, but you know, it might not be such a bad idea. Maybe we should have some coffee sometimes. Fine, fine. I give up. Damn. Alright. I need to go to the cantina and speak with Martha. If I remember correctly, the canteen was somewhere on the right when I entered, which should be somewhere on my left here. Canteen, there we are.
Here's that.
Martha, do you have something for me?
He wouldn't
A
have been
new
punished for that in the
initiate.
past,
It's
but
great
his
to see that
mistake.
you've joined
Now
us.
he's in real trouble.
Here, something to welcome you as a new acolyte. A merchant gave it to me. I don't drink, but you look like you can use it.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Anything to make life easier. You acolytes have it hard enough. And with everything else going on here, we need to encourage new initiates.
I like you, Martha.
I need your approval for promotion.
Oh, you don't need me. You need to do something that proves you are humble before Kalan. Humility counts for a lot here. So, you can help me distribute the rations according to our tradition.
You know, this is what I mean. Like, as a whole, the teachings of Kalan about knowledge, about humility, about technological progress, don't steal, don't kill, etc. Like, all these are good things, socially speaking. So, I like them. It's just this taking it one step further into worshipping Kalan as a god that really doesn't sit right with me. I'll do it.
I'll distribute the rations.
Great. You'll have to come back later once they're prepared. Meet me back here later. Your task of humility will await you.
Okay.
I'm here to distribute the rations.
I still need time. You'll have to come back later.
Alright, so I'll have to come back later
can't
to
believe that.
accomplish this task, which is fine because I have
Everything was
other
better
things to
earlier,
do
but
at the
still.
moment.
Have to keep going.
One thing that I am interested in, apart from stealing this... Man,
Don't try anything, all right?
it's like she has eyes
even
in the
wanna
back of
know.
her head. Anyway,
imagine that.
one thing I am interested in is the skill of chemistry, because I've been picking up all sorts of plants so far on my journey from Edan to Tavar to Ignodon. I picked up a lot of different shit, and that history lesson about the biology of this world and how it changed, it got me quite fascinated with plants, and perhaps learning chemistry is something that could help me grow, you know, even please Kalan if such a being exists. Now, I don't really know who could teach me. That is the thing. Maybe I can find some chemists. Combat trainer is probably not it. Charisma trainer, probably not it. But yeah, when I'm thinking chemists, I'm thinking the guys in Tavar. Probably the doc. I should talk to him. You know what? I'm going to take a quick journey to Tavar. Wait. Isn't there a way I can just see if I am... Oh, I do know enough. Right, so I need to visit a crafting trainer. Okay, sure. That I can do. Set marker is what I want to do. Then I want to go here. If anybody knows about chemistry and mixing chemicals, then it has to be the master himself, Doc. At some point I should come back here and try to sabotage this thing. Who is this? Oh, Nasty! That's Logan's sister. Right, the one I wasn't supposed to talk to unless I had something very important to say. Ha! Ha ha ha! Yes. I like her. I like her already, even though, yeah, she's probably going to be some tough, badass, trash talking or something. That's how I picture her. Her name is Nasty. She's supposed to be like a tough leader or something. Yeah. Hey man, can you teach me?
What are these chems made from?
From anything that's good, but with a guaranteed Elex high. Now, I know what you're thinking. Elex, won't that turn me into an alb? But you needn't worry. I don't want to take your emotions away. I want to rewire your world. So when I say hi, I'm talking sky high.
Right,
What do you have to...
but
I've only the best chems made from the purest Elex.
great, but he doesn't teach me anything about... Maybe I should actually buy some of these. Oh, instructions to make Elex potion. Look at you. Right. This does require the chemistry skill. Cool. Ingredients, liquor, and natural Elex. And the benefits of drinking this is attribute points. It might actually be a good idea to invest in this. I don't know what the steel skin, but like I said, I already have so many of these plants, right? I have sulfur, I have troll leaf. Oh, this one gives me resistance to everything. Fire, frost, poison, radiation. I think the problem is that this is a chem, I guess? So I take 50% penalty to experience. And the effect duration is 90 seconds. That's not a long time. That's like just enough to get me through some dangerous area. Alright, well, I am convinced enough. Small Elex potion, which seems to require also liquor and natural Elex, and gives me an XP boost. Cool. Oh, I shouldn't have bought that one, actually. Let me go back. Or wait. Do I have these? Because I'm a little bit confused now. Okay, so I need everything except for the last one. Okay, so conveniently enough, he also seems to sell natural Elex, although I already have a little bit. I'll get back to you on that one, I suppose. Now, for now, I need to find a crafting trainer. Apparently, Doc isn't interested in teaching me anything. He's only interested in getting me sky high, or so he says. Alright. But there's gotta be a crafting trainer somewhere. Charisma trainer, crafting trainer. Oh, Alric, of course, of course. Ha! I haven't been to Goliath in a while. I'm a little bit nostalgic for this place. And of course, when I get here, it's not some nice sunny day. It's raining like a mother ducker.
I'm watching you. Don't do something stupid.
Me? Something stupid? Psh. As if I would ever. I should remove that mark I set earlier for Doc, because I guess... Oh, baby! I suppose I haven't been to Goli yet since I got my item shining glasses. But I mean, damn, there's so much stuff here. And I thought that the first time I was here looking for the, you know, practicing my clever goods acquisition, I thought I was thorough. Joke's on me. Look how much stuff there is around. Like, what is this thing? A pelt. Cool. Maybe that's useful somehow. Anyway, maybe I'll do this in my spare time.
We'll never find out, will we?
Hold on. Anyway. Are those Elex pouches? They kind of look like Elex pouches, but how does one go down there?
You can trust him.
Like, there's a sword?
What about the rest of us, huh?
Maybe like a pair of boots? I don't know. Is there like a secret lever here I can access to go down there? I know. It's not some fantasy world. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keyhole! Holy shit! Holy shit! No way! I was just joking! Wait. Oh man, I sold all my torches. I'm an idiot. Holy shit! It actually opened up a ladder. I was totally joking about this. Awesome. Broadsword. Okay. Yeah. A large bag of elixir. Perfect. Wow. I found the tavern guy's secret stash. Why does he keep a bunch of raw meat in this creepy ass cellar? I wonder though. Alright. Well, to be honest, these glasses, I mean, I paid like 2,500 elixir for them. And I was concerned that maybe they wouldn't be able to... I wasn't able to get my money back for them, but yeah, that's totally dispelled my fear. Alright, where do I find my trusted thief friend? Okay, I shouldn't dawdle too much. Okay. Wait, I should be able to see him though. Looks like I passed him. Wait a moment, don't I have a suggestion now?
About the outlaw.
What? What about him?
Yes, I do have a suggestion now. Perfect.
There really isn't much risk of being caught. You haven't been so far, have you? You will keep trading.
No, it shouldn't be that much of a risk. I should keep trading.
So, you can trade again.
Yes, I can trade. Okay, I will trade with Bigby again. You can tell him that I need the same terms as before. No, he'll have to make it more, alright? Because of the risk.
Haha. Wow. Using my power of suggestion. There we go. I suppose it works on the weak-willed. I shouldn't try this on people who probably know better. Oh, Elric, I want to learn something from you if you don't mind.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Right. This modifying weapon skill also seems kind of good. Though I'm a little bit concerned that my weapons aren't good enough to be worth modifying at this moment, maybe. Anyway, I want to learn about chemistry. Great. Cool. Let me go back to...
Technology will get you into trouble here.
Yes. A dog had like a workbench over there. Let me see, which way is the easiest way to get the dog? I want to look at some of those potion recipes. Hey man, where's the...
Hey, welcome back to the gates of paradise. I hope your stay in the wilderness was productive and profitable. The fort bids you welcome. And you get 100 shard discount because of your previous payment. Not bad for a way into this little slice of heaven, is it?
Ah man, this guy.
Forget it. I won't pay.
Forget? How could I forget the man that turned down paradise over a few lousy shards? Paid the shards, so you and I are gonna have a problem.
Why can't I just use suggestion on this guy? Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I'm going to pay for now. Maybe later on. Dude, I should really get better at fighting so I can be more menacing.
Here, take your shards.
There, you see? Shards only have the value you put on them, and you just bought your dreams. Have fun in the fort.
Got it.
I paid 100 and I got back almost 200. Yeah. You don't always have to be a badass. Sometimes you just have to be clever. Let them think that they've won, and then just profit.
Yeah, all right.
Alright, where is Doc and his little workbench? Come on. Hey mister, I hope you don't mind me using your workbench here. Okay, so let's see what I can do. Powerful mental energy reserve. Something that is allegedly useful for clerics since it requires the cleric knowledge. I don't know what's this supposed to do. I guess I'll figure it out later. Maybe it has something to do with that psi thing that I got. Strong Elex drink, which gives me 1 skill point. That sounds very useful. But my biggest concern right now is with the attribute points. If somehow I can make more of these, that would be great. Small Elex drink, I don't really think I need... I don't think it's that much experience to begin with. Healing potions, I still have some because I've been avoiding fighting for as long as I could. Mana potions is something that berserkers need, so I should probably sell those potions that I have. Of course, there are also chems. Chems do a bunch of different things, like more stamina. The only problem is that I would take a 50% penalty to experience, so I should only use this in a pinch if I really need to. And I don't know what's going on if I get addicted or something. Hopefully not. Maybe if I don't use too much of it, I won't. Anyway, let me see about these Elex drinks. Right? Okay, so I guess I have 2 ways of making it. Like the recipe that I just bought from Doc, which requires liquor and natural Elex. And this other one, which requires small Elex drinks, which I said I wasn't really interested in. Okay, cool. So it's just as easy to make them then. Right, this is going to take a lot of natural Elex, I imagine. But Doc, I did see him having some of that. Mister.
What do you have?
How much do you charge for natural Elex? 100. Okay. I guess I can afford it for now. I should probably start selling some of my other things. Hey, don't touch the workbench. I'm busy, man. Alright, cool. So, how does this work exactly? So I made a bunch of them. Elex drink. Yeah, it would be cool if I could make like a couple of more. I wonder how often does this guy refresh his inventory?
I have only the best.
Natural Elex. Oh, okay, so I just have to talk to him again. Cool. But I don't have that much money. What can I sell? Probably those potions, right? Canned food. I'm not really likely to use this. Should probably sell it. Or maybe I should keep a couple of them. I don't know. Just in case. Who knows? Mana potions. I'm not a berserker, so these can go. These potions, I think these potions are too good, the mighty healing ones, but maybe later on they'll be useful, so yeah, I should keep them for now. And the normal healing potions, I seem to chug them a lot, especially when I do get into fighting. which happens on occasion, I suppose. Okay, so I got a bunch of plants. I'm keeping the plants. Creative urge increases crafting +5. I wonder what I even need that for. Okay, so all these animal trophies, I don't know if I actually need them. So I'm going to sell these. And I would do well to maybe learn more about animal trophies, because this can be profitable, especially if I start going out there a lot more. Also, I have all this scrap, but I have no idea what to use it for. Okay, so I got a bunch of books. Maybe I'll keep those. I don't know if I should or not. It's not like I have to carry them. It's not like they weigh too much. Okay. I guess I'm going to keep the ammo just in case. I'm not really sure if I'll need it or not. Wait, how much money did I make out of that? Not too much. But maybe it's just enough for me to buy a couple of more of natural Elex. Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's see. Elex drink. Aw, man, now I need liquor. Well, I should have enough for 2 potions, which is really what I wanted in the first place. Okay, cool. Let's check it out. I have 10 of them, right? So that should give me 20 attribute points. That is like 2 levels worth of them. Okay. Ah, so just as I thought, it does increase my cold, right? It basically turns me into an alb. I just hope not too much. Not that I can really tell how cold I am. I suppose I'm just appropriately cold at the moment. Okay, so nothing's really changed. Okay, I'm still appropriately cold. Anyway, I have a bunch of attribute points now, which is awesome. Though the problem is, the more I invest into my attributes, the more it also costs. So it's not like it's actual 40 points, it's a lot less than that. But I should be careful about how I use my skill points at this point. I mean, it may be a good idea to start investing into strength and constitution, so I can equip my, say, armor. But at the same time, I did see a very peculiarly interesting skill at some point somewhere, if I can remember when I was checking them out. Yes, this one gives you an additional attribute point with each level up. Right. Except that I'm not smart enough to learn this at the moment. So this probably is the kind of thing that is a good idea to invest into early. So by the next level, maybe I could have that. Right. So this is a little bit investing into the future at the expense of me still being a wimp and getting my ass kicked and getting swindled for Elexit at the gates of every fucking major... well, it's just here in the outlaw camp, really. Everybody else is almost decent. Oh well, I've gained a lot of knowledge very quickly. Hopefully I can put it to good use.